Hi. I deleted part 7 and part 8 in my autobiography of my book, Clearing My Heavenly Father's Name, tonight because, and I will have to redo those chapters because I was smoking a cigarette in those videos. And I quit smoking on August 6th of last year, the day that my son died. My son died August 6, 2011. And in honor of him, last year, I quit smoking. It's been almost a year now that I haven't smoked. So I felt it was a false representation of myself to have videos of me smoking a cigarette, when in fact I have quit smoking cigarettes, and it just disgusted me to have that on tape of myself when I hate that habit and have overcome that habit, and I don't want any videos of me smoking a cigarette anymore, ever again. And I will never go back to that sin or do that again. I am disappointed that some of my loved ones are smoking, and so I apologize that I had to remove those tapes, those videos. I will have to redo those two chapters. But briefly, one of them was about when I was younger and I was 12 and I tried to commit suicide because of the fighting that was going on between my mom and dad and the loss of my brother being put in a foster home. And then I was soon put in a foster home after all that. And the other one was me talking about when I was in counseling with the kids at UK, and Teresa was in counseling, and when Lane from UK had let me know that Teresa had told the counselor that they were having counsel her that in fact her dad had sexually abused her, that she had worked it out with Dow's. They had finally put her in there after I had requested this for months on end, after she started acting out in the foster home, and and that's what I will have to. I'm planning on redoing the whole book, and so just briefly, part 7 and part 8 was about some of the abuse that had happened with David, the aftermath of that, when I killed him, when I got out of jail, what was happening when I was in counseling, when I was on home incarceration and would have visits with my kids at UK Psychiatry. It was part 8 was information about that, and part 7 was about my childhood when I tried to commit suicide at 12 years of age because of the domestic violence in my home, growing up in that. So when I redo my videos, I will redo those 2 parts also and get that part of the book back out there. So I'm sorry, excuse me, I had to remove those videos. I do not smoke anymore, and I had to remove them. It's bothered me for a long time, and I'm sorry I haven't had the time to redo the chapters completely. I will get around to it. Those 2 chapters, that 2 parts that I'm removing. Also, I deleted another video that I had put up today because I was convicted that I was wearing shorts, and I was just lounging around here in the house. Nobody was here, and I was being comfortable, and I had some shorts on, and I felt convicted that the righteous spirit told me, you shouldn't have showed some leg, because our body is to be covered and only shown to our husbands. Us women need to know that. So I don't believe in women wearing short shorts, and so I had to remove that video. I felt convicted about it. I wasn't. Sometimes we don't think things thoroughly through, and then, boom, it hits the spirit hits us. And I guess there was a part of me that was, because I split up with my third husband, Donnie, that I'm now divorced from. Our divorce was final in September of last year, and I have been alone ever since we split up in April of 2015. So it's been 2 years now. We're in May, 2 years and 1 month that we have been separated, and that I have been alone. I've seen him a few times. I have, struggled with. I had struggled with. I think the first 6 months after we split up, I did go back and forth and see him a few times, and it's been hard for the last 2 years and 1 month to be alone. And it's what's best sometimes when you have a lot to work through, and you have to heal and get over a bad relationship. I've suffered a lot of damage from the 3 marriages that I've had, and even though I know it's best that I remained alone and celibate and on my own and by myself, at the same time, I am human, and we all want someone to love and to be loved by. And so me as a woman, we still want to be feel like we're attractive or desired or sexy, and I think that's deep down inside what that was about in me, the part of me that wants to still show that I'm still sexy or appealing, and I don't need to do that. I don't need to prove that to anybody. And if I find the right man and a good man, he should know that only. And so I had to delete that video, and I will redo the message that I was speaking about in that video at another date. I might take a time out from doing some YouTube videos for a while, because I just might do that. But anyway, I wish everybody the best, and I had to explain in case anybody is reviewing my book and notice, where's part 7 and 8? Here's part 6 or part 8 or part 9. Where did 7 and 8 go? So I just had to explain that. Okay, people? Thank you, and have a good night, a good day. Talk to you all later.